Right then, guys, we are going to rank the top 10 current Premier League players. Now, this question, like, we all kind of have taken it a little bit differently. So the way I took it was based off this season. I took my 10 best players, and then I did use their reputations and stature and kind of stuff to then put them in a ranking. But my 10 players were the players that I think are the 10 best players this season. Has everyone else done that? Or
initially, I didn't. So initially, I created my 10 best, but I am able to adapt and overcome challenges in life, Adam. So I can make a list of the current Premier League as well.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult, because otherwise everyone's going to have Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, we don't want to do Rodri and all that.
But you can't. He's not kicked a ball, really.
He can't kick a ball.
He can't kick a ball, unfortunately.
Literally can't right now.
Yeah,
so he can't be in a team.
He can't be in it.
Let's start with number 10, Miles.
Oh, 10. Okay.
Sorry, did I take it by surprise then? Who's got their 10th ready?
I got my 10th.
Go on, John.
I've got David Raya. I'm not massive about putting a keeper in it. Again, like that's where I struggle with these lists, because you can't compare a goalkeeper to a striker.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the improvement, even from last season where I thought he was great, has earned him a place in this list for me. He's been brilliant for you boys. The Arsenal boys nodding along in the middle.
I don't copy John's 10, bro.
That was my 10th, though.
Do I have to teach it? Who's the teacher?
What did I say at the bottom there?
Yeah, Raya.
David Raya, man.
All right.
David
I agree.
Raya.
I thought you agree. Obviously, the attacking players are
Your 10th was already...
Yeah.
Nose ball.
No,
You've got the same list.
Neither of you know ball.
What? Because we put a keeper in there.
I'm surprised by the shot, but he's been our best defender, let's say.
Yeah, he's been great.
I'll put Timber at a 10, you know. I think when you consider what he's come back from ACL and he's slotted right back into this team, he's performing at the highest level, I think, across the defence. He's been one of our most consistent in the first 7 games. Very flexible, can play both full-back positions, centre-back, and go into midfield. You see him pop up in the final third. Good technically, got a bit of pace about him. So far, I love what I see from him.
Yeah, it was a shame he got that injury last season, because he was a huge
First
player. And you did miss him.
Ben White's got a little knock.
Okay.
So he's been missing.
He's been good though, yeah.
He hasn't been on the bench, Ben White, so
He's not keeping up.
I'd be interested to see what happens, because
It's a tough decision, that, yeah.
Nah, he's not keeping up.
nah,
When Ben White's
White
fit,
slots back in.
no
But,
way.
but Timber goes to left back then.
Yeah.
So
Ben
My
White.
10th,
Yeah. Ben White's.
that guy Welbs.
Is it?
In my
Got
10th.
4 goals, isn't he?
Been amazing this season. 4 goals, leading the line. No Evan Ferguson, who's injured. I hope injuries don't ruin his career, you know. I want to see a great striker playing for Ireland. Like, that would be good.
Yeah, he was
Because Ireland are in a mud right now, man. We need a striker. So
Need something.
Evan Ferguson would be amazing. But Danny Welbeck, man. I love Danny Welbeck. We should never have sold him.
Great player, man.
He's brilliant. Yeah.
He's better than both our strikers.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Facts, yeah. I'll take Danny Welbeck at Arsenal. Might not start, but I would love to take someone like who can come off the bench. And
If you had
He's
done
probably a better number 9 than Jesus.
who would you take?
Like, in terms of leading the line.
yeah, of course. Leading the line, 100%. I would take Danny Welbeck at Arsenal at this
I love him,
moment of
man.
time.
If you had Welbeck on the bench next to Jesus, would you bring Welbeck on?
Depends on what
Yeah.
context.
Also, Danny Welbeck's really good. Like, he can play right. I remember once we played Real Madrid and Fergie asked him to do a job on, like, Modric, Alonso, and he did it.
Yeah.
And he was like man of the match and that. It was nuts, bro. And Danny Welbeck,
sat on him.
he scored in the Bernabeu, yeah. Me and my dad got tickets in the Real Madrid end. And I went, I lost my head, bro.
Is it?
And the amount of Real Madrid fans that were gripping me up, it was nuts. And then Ronaldo scored and I was sad. But yeah, I love Danny Welbeck, man.
What was the game? Oh, maybe you just mentioned that because I just see something pop up, so I didn't. What game was it? Real Madrid?
Real Madrid, yeah, he scored in the Bernabeu.
No, but what was the one where he played the Emperor?
Real Madrid.
That one, yeah.
That's
Ferguson.
I never knew that.
Going back to the
He
other.
dropped
video,
Rooney
that
and played
Ferguson
Welbeck.
was, yeah,
Nuts.
different.
It's nuts.
That's why Ferguson's one of the
Number 9 for me, Mbuemo.
My 9 as well, yeah. And Bama, I think.
Boys, I got him way higher.
same. Right?
Oh, really?
Waymo, yeah, I'll get to him. He got 6 goals or something.
Yeah,
6
he's been
goals.
incredible. Like I said, I got my top 10 best players and then I used reputation, profile, everything as well. And then I kind of ranked them. But Mbuemo for me has been incredible. Shout out Kofi B, yeah. My boy, he says if he had a skin fade, people would rate him higher.
Yeah, because he is like, isn't he like 20? He's like 24, isn't he?
Yeah,
But
he's
he looks like
young.
35 because
He's
he's got that
proper
hair.
young.
Yeah,
Super young.
I've liked him for a few years now. Even when Arsenal fans were telling me about Tony, I said, Mbomo, you want to back up for Saka or someone to rotate with him? That is the guy there. And now that Tony's gone, you're seeing him flourish, take the reins.
Yeah.
Quality player, man.
He's going to get a big move, isn't he?
My 9th person is Gravenberch. I think what he's done for Liverpool in that 6 out of nowhere. it's a great testament to Arne Slot, because when Klopp had him there, he wasn't really getting a look in. They didn't know where to play him really and truly. Now he's fit into the 6. Obviously, he's still got a long way to go. He's still got to play like more bigger teams. If he can play the 6, if he's good I want to see if he's good off the ball more than on the ball, because they're playing more smaller teams. They're going to be on the ball. But what he's doing for Liverpool right now is great, man.
Yeah.
He can play. He's actually
he's quality.
he can play.
I'd
You know,
put him
most
higher up.
sixes, most sixes like Rodri, the Anonymies, they can do the both. He can do both. So Gravenberch is a good signing, man.
Yeah, he's been class. I've got him higher up as well.
Yeah.
So
Who's
my
your
9th is Trent. I got Trent in there. Again, kind of balancing what you were saying of, I think he's had a good season, Liverpool top of the league, and he's a big part of that. So I don't know. I think Trent's just always got to be in that list for me if
I
he's
maybe
fit and
should have put
playing.
Trent in my list. I didn't, but
He's not in my.
He's not on my list. I think there's other more influential players.
maybe this year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's
so
been good.
far, innit? I'm going off so far.
Yeah,
Liverpool top of the league, and that's why I've got quite a few Liverpool players in here in my list.
I've got a couple. One of them is 8th, Luis Diaz.
Yeah, deserves a
I
shout.
think like 6 goals this season. Scored a lot of goals this season. I know that.
Yeah,
But he's been generally been a really good threat. I was surprised he didn't start at the weekend as well.
just probably rotation.
Yeah. They've got a
Yeah.
luxury of that, I guess.
My
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
my 8th was Caicedo for Chelsea. I think he's really turning it around. If you speak to Chelsea fans, other than Palmer, he's their most influential,
He
important
was
player.
good last season, though.
And he was good. It's just that price tag, and it's the Declan Rice. Declan Rice moved, same price tag. Declan Rice hit the ground running. Caicedo took a little bit of time, so there's a narrative there.
Yeah.
But I think Caicedo's been brilliant for Chelsea. Like, if you watch Chelsea play, he's been influential in them having a great start to the season. So current form, I've got him in that 8th position. Miles is shaking his head.
Nah, I just need to see a bit more. I know how great he is of a player. Not even. Let me take that back. I know how good he is, but I need to see more in that position, because I've got someone like Gravenberch who's doing the same thing as Caicedo right now, and this is a new position for him. Caicedo's been doing this. He should have been doing this for Chelsea. I'm not going to give him his praises now because he's doing the job he should have been doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Obviously, he was in a bad state last season, but I'm just saying we're seeing the Caicedo what we thought we was going to see last year. Yeah, so he's
you're
he's
saying
doing
it's
good,
about
but
time.
yeah, I'm not praising him for it. And you've got someone like Gravenberch who's just coming to the 6 and doing that and more. I'm not going to praise you for it, but he's doing all right.
Turkish.
I've got Salah 8th.
I've got him in the same position.
Just another season for Salah. I don't really need to say much more.
What, Salah's your 8th?
Yeah, I've got him 8th as well, Salah.
Yeah, I think that new manager, same old Salah, scoring goals. Last season, he brought the whole assisting part of his game. A lot of people questioned that prior.
Got a fade.
Yeah, you got that as
Grew
well,
his hair
so
back.
maybe that-
Quickest hairline recovery in history.
Istanbul, but yeah, Salah, man. I don't need to say anything. 4 goals, 4 assists. He's a killer and one of the Premier League legends.
Yeah, so I've already said I had Luis Diaz. 7th for me was John Duran.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he deserves to be in this list?
Yeah.
I wrote him down, but he didn't make my list. Because I
No.
think if you're coming off the bench and scoring, it's
I did like the
unbelievable. but-
Gravenberch shout was good.
Yeah.
That made me think of that one and the Trent one. But I'm going to stick to the list. I'm not going to allow you to change my mind now. So I'm going to stick to my list, and I had John Duran there.
My 7th was Mbuemo. Just obviously what Turkish said, he's a good player, man. Influential. Ivan Toney's left. It was looking like where they're going to get their goals from. He's their talisman right now. He's just stepping up to the plate. So yeah, he deserves his praises.
What pushed Duran a bit higher for me was Bayern Munich goal.
Yeah,
You know,
massive.
performing against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. There you go. That's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah,
And minutes played compared to
crazy.
the goals he scored is
He's
crazy.
higher on my
I
list.
think he's the highest on the list. So yeah, 7 for me, John Duran, Turkish.
7, Madueke. I think he's had a great start to the season.
Really?
His start has wowed me because I didn't expect much from him. He's got a PL hat trick now. He's a constant threat. We talked about England in 2026. I think he's someone that could be knocking on the door in terms of being part of the squad. Good talent, started the season well, and yeah, we're still closing in on top 5. So I think what would be 7, Madueke. Yeah.
7, yeah.
Not bad, eh?
7th, Miles.
My 7th was
Mbuemo, as you said.
Yeah, I said Mbuemo.
Yeah, I got Mo Salah, so we covered that. But yeah, same reasons.
6, Watkins.
Watkins didn't
Solly
make,
Watkins.
Watkins ain't in my. He's not in my list.
didn't make, man.
Not on my list.
He's not in my list.
I got Ollie Watkins.
I think he's done all right this season, but I just don't think he's kicked on from the back end of last season.
Yeah, I think he had a sticky start, but I think he's
you'll find his
leading
speed.
the line really well.
But I don't think he's had the best start this season.
Fair.
No.
Is something in it that, like, maybe not, but then John Duran, does he sort of like when he's knocking on the door, coming on and scoring with like only 20 minutes, does that hurt you if you're Ollie Watkins? Do you think you're there like,
I think Ollie Watkins is in the team for more than his goals.
Oh, mate, definitely. I'd have Ollie Watkins over him. But I feel like John Duran coming on and just scoring goals.
Yeah, when do them goals outweigh?
When is it kind of like, hang on, is there a question to be asked here? It's a bit sticky one. But yeah, I've got Gravenberch, so covered that in sixth?
Yeah, six.
Who's your sixth Turkish? Because I know it's not the same as mine. 100%.
Van Dijk for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, fair. I
Last
struggled.
couple of years,
leave
a
him
lot
out.
of doubts about him. Liverpool conceded quite a few goals and haven't challenged for the titles as they normally have. This season, immaculate. I mean, they got 6 clean sheets out of the first 7 games.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only conceded 1 goal, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2.
It's conceded 2. Conceded 2.
They conceded 2. Okay.
Forest.
Forest, and they've conceded 2 goals. They won 3-1.
I think it's only Forest that.
No, they've conceded 2 goals, 100%.
Isn't that Europe?
They lost.
No, they won 2-0 against Bologna. But basically, they got the best defense in the league.
they're
Van
solid,
Dijk's back to form, and he does, similar to what I said about Salah, does what Salah does.
Wolverhampton.
Okay, so 2 goals.
2-1, Wolverhampton.
But Van Dijk, I didn't have him in mind, but he deserves to be there, I think.
I've
It's a
got
good
one
shout.
defender in my list.
Only one.
Yeah, my 6th person was Gabriel.
Okay.
I feel that, and I put him there because of the contributions he's given us this season. Obviously, we haven't had our midfield, and he stepped up to the plate. He scored 2 crucial goals for us from set pieces. He's starting to turn into a leader. So yeah, I put Gabriel there 6th. I think he just needed a shout out there.
Did you do your 6?
Yeah, my
Sorry.
6th was Gravenberch.
5th for me is my only defender, William Saliba.
See, I've got
It's not
Gabriel.
on my list.
Yeah, Gabriel's
Best centre-back in
my.
the league.
He is.
Yeah, but
I think he also.
But this
I think he's
season-
a big part of why Gabriel's good. You know,
of course.
there's Gabriel at one point wasn't really rated at Arsenal, and I think Saliba being that calm presence next to him allows him to be that kind of naughty geezer. Like you just know,
It's a bit like,
little bit of it.
I'm not trying to compare it before these fans.
Real
come and kill me.
Vidic.
Yes. Just a bit like that.
The
Yeah,
opposite.
yin and yang.
ends,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
yeah,
work.
Terry and Carvalho.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Real
Yeah.
Vidic. He's the Vidic to Real.
Yeah. I got Saliba as well there.
in
I just think
5th.
Gabriel's been more influential than him this season, though.
maybe, but I just think Saliba's he gives him that platform, bro.
The goals do that though, innit?
Yeah, that's why I'm getting off the goals as well.
Gabriel's had a couple of mistakes in him as well.
The Villa.
Villa
Yeah,
1-0
Villa.
up, and there was one where a mistake did cost us. But
I rate people who
Saliba's
make-
the guy that kind of has knitted it
Yeah.
all together. He's the boss in that defense, and he's just the most calm, composed.
It's why I rated Rio over almost everybody because he made defending look easy, and that's what Saliba does.
Yeah, he does.
He just makes it look easy. He has that extra yard. He
Should-
brings the ball out really calm.
I know it's
Gabriel, everything looks like stressed. Now, mate, he's still a good
just didn't put
defender,
him
but
in,
I'm just
yeah.
'Cause Saliba
Saliba
not
just
a-
makes it look so easy.
Saliba could have done better, I thought, against Southampton. Got one on
yeah,
one.
it was-
He
he
sort of got.
way
He
too
sort
much
of let
space.
him open up his body and
Way too
score.
much space.
I mean, like 5th for me, I got Gabriel, but I think Saliba's the better player.
Yeah.
But Gabriel for me has just been more influential.
Had a better
But-
season, you think?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just
so
those
far.
goals, man. Just you can't discredit 3 goals, is it, or something? It's crazy. From centre back.
Yeah.
So
This
you had
is the-
Saliba 5th. You had. Did you have 5th?
Saliba 5th.
5th.
Sorry, Gabriel.
Gabriel
5th.
5th.
Gabriel. I think Gabriel.
Mileage?
Gabriel. Oh no, who did you have?
Oh, my 5th, but no, Gabriel was 6th. My 5th person is Duran.
Duran.
Yeah,
Fine,
Duran. Yeah.
Fair.
He's just going crazy.
My 4th. Oh, he could have been 3rd. He could have been 3rd, but he did end up in 4th. It's Saka.
What?
I was going to put him 3rd, but you'll see who's ahead.
you've got
Remember
ahead
what I
of him.
said? I had a top 10, and then I did use their reputation and things as well. I like combined everything once I had my top 10 based on this season.
You got me scared that I forgot someone because
No.
I've got Saka higher. So I'm thinking, who have you got? 3
Maybe
better
he should
players
be
than
3rd in this
Saka?
list.
Do you know what I mean? Who are the
Maybe he should. Maybe I've got it wrong, but I'm going to stick to my guns.
So your
Maybe he should be 3rd. Maybe I've got it wrong.
So your 4th
But
is
his 4th is Saka.
Saka. My 4th is Mbeumo.
Okay.
I just think he's been brilliant. So 6 goals. Yeah, unbelievable.
My 4th is Van Dijk. I think he's been a colossus back there for Liverpool.
Mm.
He's
Yeah.
just keeping, he's Turkish already covered it, man. He's been a colossus there. He's the reason why they're at the top of the, not the reason.
Also, there was a
but one of the
period
sole
where everyone
reasons.
thought it was done, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's looking
come
like
back
the
from a
old
bad
Van
And I
Dijk.
think that
Yeah,
came
yeah.
down to the midfield in front of him.
He's looking like old VVD again. It's like,
Yeah.
no, we thought this guy was slowly declining,
Yeah.
but he's coming back. Because like, no, please. But yeah,
No, he's a
VVD,
player,
man.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Van Dijk next to Saliba. Love to watch that.
Oh, that would be different.
Play FIFA.
Yeah, give it a go.
Sign him up. I've got Gravenberch 4th.
Shout.
I just think when you look at Liverpool and they haven't managed to get that midfielder in over the last 2-3 years, that's probably what's cost them. Gravenberch he's been class this season, man. You lot have said it already.
Yeah, he's good,
I
man.
think he deserves to be top 5, so 4 for me.
Yeah, Gravenberch could have been on my list. Now that he's not, he probably should have been. But yeah, everyone said fourth.
Fourth, yeah.
Third, Salah. But now I
Right.
probably should have put him fourth and
That's
Saka
high
ahead of
above
him.
Saka.
Salah,
Yeah.
Salah's been amazing though.
Yeah.
Let's not
Yeah,
overlook
he's
it. I
been
think he's
good.
got 7
That's
goals,
why
4
he's-
assists or something like that. Like,
4 and 4.
That's why he's in my list, but
4 goals, 4 assists.
okay, sorry, maybe it's Europe or something.
Yeah, it's 4 and 4 in Prem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Prem.
Yeah.
He has been. I know Saka's got 7 assists and
7
probably
assists.
about the same amount of goals.
7
Two
assists.
goals, two
Two
goals,
goals,
7
seven
assists.
2 goals, 7
Like, he's
assists.
been phenomenal.
Mm.
Maybe I should have put Saka third, but Salah, like, I just think Salah is the best right winger in the world.
Yeah, I think so as well.
That's why I put him there.
Saka for me, third.
Yeah, I got Saka.
Goes without saying, man. Efficient, productivity monster. You know, people might question how many 90-minute performances does he have. He doesn't need them. He just pops up when he needs to. Pop
People
up.
say that.
People say that, yeah.
Is that because he gets subbed or he doesn't?
He hasn't been. He's been sub.
No, I haven't watched
No,
all
I
of
mean,
Arsenal's games.
It happened early last year when 2 years ago we was very free flowing. Saka was taking on 1-2 players, beating them, getting in around them. But I think tactically the change up last year was become a bit more tight, rigid, and especially this year we lean heavily on defense. So the attack don't get as much of the ball and as much of the praise as you would hope. I think Martinelli received the brunt of that over the last 18 months, but Saka has received some criticism for it. But when you look at the numbers, there's nothing to
So
criticize.
look at the amount of games he plays,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Of course,
he's
he's going to
machine.
flag
And he
towards the end of the
plays
game.
90
It's going to
minutes.
happen.
He don't get subbed.
It's going to happen.
Hardly
He
gets
missed
subbed.
that one game in 3 years or
Yeah.
something like that.
He got
Crazy.
subbed. Was it the City game?
Oh yeah, half time.
That half time, and that was only because we got a red card. But he doesn't get subbed, bro. He doesn't get subbed. He plays 90.
Also, he feels like the one that you should keep on when you're down to 10, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
terms of like the work he
Yeah.
does, like it feels mad.
Like a Martinelli in behind
Yeah.
pace. That's probably why he kept him on.
Yeah.
My third person was Cole Palmer. I had Cole Palmer third.
Yeah.
Great player. He's doing good
Doing
things this
bits.
season. He's doing bits.
Doing bits, bro.
Doing super bits, man. But I just need to see a bit more. Need to see
I mean,
a bit
what? All he can do it is
More
period of
more.
time,
Yeah,
right?
more period of time.
more of the same.
Because over the last 18 months, he's been one of, if not the best
And the
player
whole-
in the
I
league
think,
or the
Yeah,
world.
there's an argument he could have been player of the season last year.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not really.
It's just when you finish
you look at
8th, I
photo-
don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but
Like, you know what I mean?
Second
Like,
top goal scorer in the Prem.
it's
in
like
a
giving
terrible
Scott Parker
team.
player of the year when he went down. It's like, shut up, man. Like,
Yeah,
Ginola when we won the treble. What?
Mad.
It
Yeah,
doesn't make
yeah.
sense. Like, you can't give someone that's finished 8th that. Unless they were supposed to finish 20th.
I think third's low.
I don't think it's low. I think that the other two I got higher than him is performing at a higher level, and they're under more pressure. That's but we'll talk
So
about
we done our third. So you were
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, Saka,
Saka.
and
And-
yours was Salah.
I was Salah, but probably should have put Saka there. Number 2 is Haaland.
Yeah, same. Haaland's number 2 for me.
Palmer's number 2 for me.
My number 2, Saka.
So we've obviously got Palmer number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be, right? 6 goals, 5 assists.
But
The hardest thing to do is score goals, and Haaland scores hat tricks for fun.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's why we start to go, who else can we put?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Start
what
to
it
look
is.
for excuses to put someone else above him.
But
But I do think Palmer's just, I'd rather watch Palmer.
Yeah, like it's
Essentially,
football, isn't
4
it?
goals in one game has put Palmer, but then 2 hat tricks back to back, 10 goals in your first
Nuts.
6 games.
But also, I think when you watch Palmer, like Palmer's helping. Like, did Madueke make your list?
No.
mine,
Your
yeah,
list?
yeah.
I think he's a good player, but I think ultimately, like Palmer's got him
Of
there.
course, yeah.
And I think when I watch Palmer play, like he could probably have 10 assists if the people around him could finish their dinner. Like he's putting like that ball he played where he's run across the whole front line. It's come to almost right back, and then it's come to him for Chelsea. First time over the top. Jackson took a touch around the keeper and just missed, and it's
Bro.
like,
Did you see that
what is that? It's
touch?
just
Do you see that touch against
unbelievable.
Forest?
touch when he just hit it round the corner?
And he went-
Yeah.
Forget all
Like
this
stuff
goals
like
and
that is
everything. Those
crazy.
2
Berbatov,
moments,
That was
Berbatov.
Berbatov.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's a baller. He
You look at Cole Palmer and you think he's got the finishing.
Give him that.
So early to say, but he's got like that. He's got the finishing. He's got that sort of Bergkamp, Berbatov touch about him. He's got everything. So
And I mean with all due respect, he doesn't seem fully there, and that works well for him in that he doesn't feel pressure, bro.
yeah. I
He's
know
just
what you're
standing there
saying.
like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Someone
huh?
asked him like, what did you? What, yeah.
On the thing online. though,
Pressure,
like-
what?
Yeah.
Even did you see the melee between the players and he just
Yeah.
sits on the grass and just chills?
Yeah.
And man are just having a brawl.
Yeah, someone's like to him, what would you, how'd you deal with the pressure of missing a penalty? Like, and he's just like, I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah.
It just don't come. It's just,
Have you seen that thing where
he
he gets
doesn't
told to
think
do
about
a
it.
free thing for BT Sport or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
goes, but what if I score 4?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I think
he's
yeah.
scored 4.
He did score 4, yeah. It's not.
Score 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just the 4 goals. It's
That
not
pass
just
to
that.
Jackson.
That pass to Jackson.
And that touch
That
against
touch was
Forest,
crazy.
disgusting. You don't
If he
see much of that
scores,
no more.
we're looking at one of the best
Of
Premier League
course,
goals we've seen.
100%.
Yeah, because you're watching it and you're like, he must have meant that, but that don't even come into my brain
Yeah.
to think about putting that around the the player.
Third.
That sort of a goal would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
mad.
which players should be in this list and aren't?
In terms of if it's the
I think if
actual best
Odegaard was
players,
fit and playing, he's in
yeah,
this list.
Rodri would make it. Kevin De
Rodri.
Bruyne would make it.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Top form.
I'm surprised Phil Foden hasn't made this. Not surprised, but it's just.
Premier League Player of the Season last year. He won
Yeah,
it.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Premier League. But
Bruno's had a bad season. Bruno could, if he was having a good season.
Yeah,
Bruno-
Bruno was someone I
Phil
really
Foden,
rate.
these guys haven't really stepped up to the plate this early on in the season.
Foden's only started a couple games as well. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Alexander Isak.
Son.
Son.
Son's missed
yeah,
out.
That's age, though, isn't it? I think.
Is
Yeah.
Brennan
just catching
Johnson
up with
unlucky
him.
not to get in?
I thought about him.
Oh, he's doing really well. So he's not for me. He's
yeah, I
not
think
top
the
10.
names we've gone through, because we include defenders in this, and I think
Yeah.
Raya was a good shout as well.
Yeah.
Ryan saved us 6 points, bro.
Easy.
Easy.
incredible.
He's easily saved us
Yeah.
6 points. He's
Does
had
everyone want
man
to
of
fly
match
through their 10 from 10 to 1? Just in case
Yeah, let's do
someone missed anything. Go on,
So
John.
I've got David Raya, Trent, Caicedo, Salah, Gravenberch, Gabriel, and Mbeumo at 4th, and then my top 3: Saka, Haaland, and Palmer number 1.
Yeah, I've got Raya and Gravenberch, Salah and Mbeumo, Gabriel, Duran, VVD, and then my 3 is Palmer, Saka, and Haaland.
You know what? Because I came in doing the list that I thought I was doing, I don't have the list here ready. But Timber was 10th, 9th was Mbeumo for me. I put Salah in 8th.
Yeah.
I put in 7th.
You heard Turkish's.
Yeah.
You heard mine.
Just
You heard
remember,
mine.
he said, my 10 was Welbeck and Mbeumo, Luis Diaz, Duran, Watkins, Saliba, Saka, Salah, Haaland, Palmer. Or maybe Saka should have been 3rd. But that's our top 10 current Premier League greats. Imagine like in a year, you could look at that list and be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
100%.
No, if we did this
What's
like in a
Gravenberch
couple
up
of
to
seasons
now?
ago,
Yeah.
who makes like some mad players and make it in there.
100%. And Mbeumo could be like in the championship.
Someone would be telling
somehow.
you Miguel Almiron's top 10 or something.
Yeah, 100%.
There's only 2 players from a couple of years ago that makes this list. It's Salah and VVD.
Haaland.
No, couple years ago.
Oh,
Oh,
Couple
that-
years
you made
ago.
the list then.
Yeah, making years this is still here.
If you're doing like an actual top
Welbeck.
10 players,
Robs.
I think Salah, Saka, Haaland, and maybe Trent would make like Premier League that actual 10 right now. Them 4. Van Dijk as well.
Okay.
Van Dijk, yeah.
Van
Saliba.
Dijk, Saliba, yeah.
Saliba.
So across our lists, we've got a little bit of that in as well.
Yeah.